Well, my wife of almost 7 years told me 2 days ago that she had been seeing a guy for 8 months. Personally, I had my doubts, especially lately, but I held her to a high moral standard and never thought she could do something so hurtful and rude. During those 8 months, she and I went out to drinks, dinner, and other events with this guy, who was her employer and had just gotten divorced. I thought of him as a friend. We had dinner, drinks, and just hung out. But my wife and I pretended like everything was fine the whole time. That day, I told her, either he's dead to you or I am. The heartbreaking blow was that she told him she wants to keep seeing him. She tells me and him that she loves us both. She had been building a life, love, and friendship for almost 7 years. I asked her how she could compare it to an 8-month affair. She said she was sorry she hurt me but couldn't answer. I told her that if she was sorry, she would have ended the date and paid attention to us. I'm shocked, mad, and ashamed that I didn't see the signs. But the most important thing is that I'm sad and heartbroken. I'm not going to beg her to come back. I'm going to accept my fate and move on. People who have been through this before, please let me know what you think. Thanks for reading my story. Stop giving her money and separate your funds. From now on, let her boyfriend pay for everything and then go rock her. Make it look like you're ready to date again by going to the gym, therapy, and hiring a lawyer. You need to heal and work through all of this before you go on a date. But you want her to know that, first, your life will be better without her, and, second, you will replace her with a better woman. You can do this. Also, don't go back to her after a new relationship falls apart. She will try to get back with you, or keep getting the pick-me dance. Please don't do that. I really feel bad that I let my liar try to be good to me and our family. Even though it was only a short path, I wish I hadn't let them think they could be in my life again. I'm sorry you're here, Opie. That's terrible. She's not the woman you thought she was. You'll be sad about the woman you thought she was, but she's dead. Find the 3 best divorce lawyers in your area and talk to all of them. If you have kids, which you didn't say, you should hire the best family lawyers. Get help from a good doctor. PTSD can be caused by betrayal. Writing down your thoughts in a journal is helpful. You can also write down things you want to ask your therapist. No need for the pick-me dance, that's for sure. Too many people do that, and it never works. It's better to take care of yourself and your mental health first. And if you have kids, you should also take care of them. Workout can help you deal with stress and sleep. Find things you like to do or things you might want to try. Drink plenty of water, eat well, and stay away from or drink less booze and drugs. You should also get an STD test. To make sure you are healthy, you might also want to get a checkup. Look up Chump Lady on Google. Get her book, Leave a Cheater, Gain a Life, which is very good. You shouldn't be with her or the affair partner, Opie. You fell for the old monkey tree, which is how narcissistic people often start relationships. They do them at the same time because they can't be alone and get bored when their main source of energy, you, runs out. I went through the same thing. I was married, but my partner left me for the friend of the boyfriend of a friend who just got divorced. I know it's a lot, but it's the same thing. I cooked for these people while they were getting ready for the event. First, get a good divorce lawyer as soon as possible, start the process, and do what they say. Take a look at what you own and start dividing your money. You could tell them they need to leave the house because you are going through a trial breakup. But please do not leave your own house. No questions asked. Do not let her use her power over you to make you feel bad. She knows she can get away with a lot during the breakup, so she is going to try to screw you over. Think that they are planning to rip you off right now. If you have to talk, try to keep it to things about co-parenting and possessions. No questions asked. Get in touch with family and friends. Right now, you need the best help you can find. It will also help a lot to work with a good therapist. Take the time to heal and improve yourself. Always remember to take care of your mind and body by spending a lot of time in outdoors and working out. It's okay to be single and not worry about getting together with other people. That will make it take longer for you to heal. It's likely that you'll feel a lot of worry, disconnection, and maybe even depression. Wait for yourself and pay attention to your body. Things get better. It's sad that you have to go through this, but once it's over, you'll understand that this person was blocking your path to living your best life. The first thing I want to say is thank you to everyone in this group for their love and support. Sharing your thoughts and experiences has helped a lot. In a few words, my story is about how my wife had an affair with a coworker who had just gotten separated for 8 months. My wife and I hung out with them, had drinks, and ate like we were friends. They were perfectly fine. She told me she still loves me but wants to keep seeing him. Here's what's happened since that post. Her family knows, and they're not pleased with her at all. They have all reached out to me to make me feel better and to tell me they love me. I will always be family to them. She doesn't want to see her because her sister is mad. She said she won't be around this guy or bring her son around him after we get divorced. As sisters, they were very close, and it meant a lot to me that she stood by my side. She can't get in touch with me this weekend because I'm busy. I have an appointment with a lawyer for this Tuesday to start the divorce process. And I have also started looking for a place to live. I might try to buy her out and keep the house, though, since she makes more money than I do. I'm going to ask for spousal support. Even though I know there is more work to be done and rough roads to come, I'm happy with how things are going. Some people may have asked if we have kids, but we don't. I'll be taking our dog with me because I raised and trained her. That's a lot less difficult, and she has no reason to get in touch with me after I'm gone. Without all of you on here, I would not have made it through these first few days. Thank you all so much. In the future, when I'm better, I'm going to share my story to help other people like you helped me. A lot of love, Survivor family. I'll let you know as things go on. Watch out for her family, because many of them say one thing but do another. They are likely to be loyal to her in the end, because they are related to her. That's good to hear right now, but keep in mind that it could change in the future. Pay attention to your health and getting better. Besides that, they will soon no longer be his in-laws. When trying to heal, it's not good to stay close to the cheater's home or other places where they hang out. What my ex-father-in-law told me about, how ashamed he was of what his daughter had done, etc., I learned the hard way. On the other hand, when the split happened and I had a lawyer do their job, that family quickly changed their minds. As long as your soon-to-be ex-wife is in la-la land, don't get angry with her. She will help you get a divorce with less fighting. Once the divorce papers are signed, tell her boss about the affair. Some companies don't like it when employees get together at work. Have fun, and please let us know what happens. Also, please don't mix up pleasant and friendly. A big stick is a good way to describe your lawyer if you want to get the most out of the divorce in terms of assets and child custody. Many people tell you not to put the person you're divorcing's job at risk, which is very bad advice. Once the split is over, if she loses her job, you might have to change the dates of your alimony and child support payments, which is not in your best interest. So don't waste your time on that crap. Also, HR offices usually don't pay attention to tips from ex-spouses who have been hurt that don't come from the legal department. Since she might be paying alimony, I would wait a while before introducing her to the company. Get her used to having to pay. Don't think that her family will always be there for you. They don't agree with her decisions, but they still have to see her for holidays, family events, and other times. They'll have to accept the affair partner in the end, as long as he stays with your ex. Because of this, they may decide to cut you off in order to keep the peace and move on as a family. It will hurt, but you can lessen the damage if you're ready for it. Just like I said in my last message on your last post, don't show any emotion around her. There should be no anger, sadness, crying, pleading, begging, striking out, or passive-aggressive behavior. The only thing you show her is lack of feeling. You don't care about what she's doing, where she is, or who she is with. If she talks to you about something other than logistics, act like you're not interested and politely end the chat. It's impossible for her to control the situation or you if she can't control how you feel. Keep working as hard as you can to stay busy. Strange times to come and go from the house. Be hard to guess. Book a hotel room for any night. Leave a condom receipt scrunched up on the desk if you want to be rude. By putting ice on her, you make it impossible for her to try to control you or the situation. At this point, the only thing you can do is try to keep your honor. She will only leave you if you show her you don't need, want, or care about her. You don't care about her anymore. Mate, she's just a bad roommate. Your lease is about to end. People who have been following along know that my wife admitted to having an affair with a friend for 8 months on May 23rd. She still told him she loved him and wanted to keep seeing him after she admitted it. So my answer was to pay $5,000 for a lawyer and file for divorce. She will also have to pay alimony, which I will make her do. As it turned out, she had a quick realization right after I filed. She ran back to me, wanting to fix things and work on our relationship. I told her I'd think about it, but I wasn't sure. I only told her that because I want to keep a good relationship with her while I'm going through this breakup. But just so you know, the split is going to happen. I've made up my mind and can't change my mind now. Since I want to keep things friendly until we can sell the house, I'm not going to let her know that I filed for divorce. But she will be served around September 1st, and then everything will go crazy. I've already made up my mind, so it doesn't really matter to me. I'm going to move on with my life, and I think other people who have been through this should too. I'll let you know when more work is made. That she has to pay you alimony is something she learned from talking to a lawyer. She would put the other guy on hold until she plates you, which would end any divorce talk, and then she would jump right back on the guy. Do not stop working on your goals. One more thing that could have led to her realization is that her affair partner is not as committed to the relationship as she is. Or she could have realized that her relationship with her family will change and that she will no longer be able to count on Opie and her family for support. In either case, she's only interested in herself. She is a cheater, a manipulative, and a selfish person because she didn't mind leaving Opie for her affair partner. She probably told her coworker, "Hey honey, guess what? I'm a free woman, so now we can live happily ever after." He probably replied, "We? What do you mean, we? I was just in it for the goodies." It's common for people to want to go back to their one true love when they realize that the grass isn't greener on the other side of the fence. When you water and care for something, it looks better. Carry on as you are. You asked for a divorce in May or June, but you won't serve your wife until September. I think your lawyer knows about your case, but that seems crazy to me. It's good that you're moving on, though. Have a great time and luck. People in Washington state have 90 days to cool off. Trust me, I wish it went faster, but I have to be polite and wait. After she's served, I move on. You should talk to your lawyer about this again. I believe the 90-day clock starts when she is served. That time frame is given, so that both sides can calm down and make up their minds without any stress before the court decides whether to end the case. It takes 90 days to complete a divorce, as long as both parties are aware of it and agree on everything, like how to divide assets, how to raise children, and so on. At least, this is how my split in Washington turned out. When you filed, didn't you have to give the other party's name, address, and way to reach you? Either you have to serve your soon-to-be ex, or your lawyer can email the petition to your ex, and if they reply via email, that counts too. For the 90 days it takes for the judge to even look at your case, it doesn't matter if you're being quiet to get the house sold, etc. Again, this could really hurt you if the judge thinks your money moves were dishonest. Finally, I want to say that even though my divorce was friendly, it still took more than 9 months to settle everything through mediation and other means. Get ready for a long race, not a short one. Don't give up too soon and get tired. My wife, who is 25 years old, kissed an ex-boyfriend who came back into her life to make sure he wasn't the one. It may sound crazy, but my wife's ex-boyfriend came back into her life. They met through mutual friends and started dating. He found out that my wife was in another state visiting her family and went to their house. In short, she said that he was trying to get her love back and had even brought an engagement ring with him to ask her to marry him. It seemed like she was always telling me not to worry and that she would handle things. But I was in a different state and couldn't be there in person. Her parents invited him to stay for dinner because he was a family friend. She and he then began to talk. It made me sad that she was talking to and spending time with him while he was acting crazy to get her back. My wife told me to stop being jealous and anxious because she was mad that I didn't believe her, that she could handle the situation. After dark that night, she told me she'd let him kiss her to find out why he came back into her life and if she should give him another chance. It's clear that I'm furious that she let him kiss her. What should I do? What should I do in this situation? What should I do because she cheated on me? She told me I would always be her, and I still can't believe it. I'm about to cheat, so please be my backup in case I don't want to take the chance. There was a chance that he was the one, which means that Opie is definitely not it. Read that line over and over to yourself to decide if she should give him another chance. You were her husband, and she told her family and friends that she would love you. The person she says she wants to be with is you. When given the chance, she doesn't say, "No thanks, I love my husband," but instead says, I wonder. Now that's someone who can't decide what they want to do, that she can get dressed in the morning instead of taking all day to decide what underwear to wear amazes me. You only need to say that one thing to get her to change her mind. Really, who does she think she is? What kind of relationship does she think you two have if an ex-boyfriend walks back into her life and she has to think, ex-boyfriend or current husband, that's such a hard choice to make. And then she has to say, "Congrats, Opie, I chose you. Let's be happy." I wouldn't kiss someone that would get me a divorce, though I might have my married partner publicly wonder and then act on the whole, "Oh, maybe the ex is better. Let's check it out and see" attitude. She told me I would always be hers. Oh, Opie, what a great prize you won.